All right. But I think this is what these women got, because the men that I'm dealing with now, not all divine masculines or all masculines or all these emperors and stuff like this. I'm just going to say emperors in my case. They're probably not all wealthy. It just so happens that I feel like the ones that I'm deal with are well established. Okay. For a reason. See, now that doesn't make me want to, all of these connections have happened either telepathically or through some kind of soul tie or something. I didn't know anything about these individuals or who they would be or who they are prior to that. We were already communicating prior to any of this. So anything else would be a bonus. But again, this is about this journey here. This is about this, something about this coming together where whew, where it may be a sense where you do have an empress or a woman. Some of these men are looking to settle down, you know what I'm saying, at this point in their time in their career or whatever. And so the ones that will actually meet someone in real life, okay, in the 3D is what I'm saying, okay? So when you think about that, they're looking for a certain quality or a certain essence in a woman. Now, again, this whole thing of seeing which one they call, that's him bringing in all these other, and you would think that, he would have one that is like a mothering whole. No, but that's what they do with that energy. When you're too loving and caring and you're too whatever, they try to put you, hide you off to the side. You know what I'm saying? That's probably more so even what they prefer, but to hold up to standard to society, it's got to be these nails and all this other shit and this extra, 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 read all about it. It's just like too much to me. You know what I'm saying? Now, if that's your job or you're a performer or you somebody that live that lifestyle, cool. But if you ain't really living that lifestyle, you ain't about that, then why try to, you see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Okay. And then again, it's like, this is supposed to be something that is going to bring two people together. And it's like, you got this and you got that. You know what I'm saying? That's like missing out on that because a bitch looked like money and smelled like money, but she in debt. But just because she looked like money and smelled like money, and she got a nice body or or something like this or whatever, you're going to pass up someone that has intellect, somebody that can double and triple what the fuck you would be doing. You see what I'm saying? Like some of us just breed business. And that's what I'm saying. That's why it would be, everybody might not understand that. That's why there's a difference between the Capitol Dome and then other domes. It's a difference. There's more something packed into these energies here. Again, it's that essence of the old world gods. It's of that. I'm just telling you, I feel like it's of those particular people here. And they feed or fuel a lot of things. All right. Now somebody can come off and break a piece of that bread off and make something greater with that. You see what I'm saying? But it's that all encompassing, all knowing, all seeing type of energy, that Gnostic energy. And it's a gift and it's something to give gratitude, to the ancestors and source, when it comes to that. Like I may not show it when it comes to man or people or whatever like that all the time. Sometimes I used to be want to be like, thank you, thank you, thank you about everything. But then I feel like when energy shifts, right? Or shifted, when I see something that might be kind of skeptical, I don't know. It's like my behavior kind of just changed. The way, it don't really change, but it's just like, I think I get a little bit more careless. So, yeah, but it would have to be something that I've seen some shady shit or something. I'm trying to detect what's going on. You may not get all of me. You know what I'm saying? Then. But what was I getting at? But yeah, I feel like people just think that they know, but they may not know. But again, they do. I feel like some of these people do know. And I think some people would agree with what I'm saying here. And they may be even targeting that towards another individual or entity. But let's just let it be known that it won't be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Source knew that. That's what I'm saying. That's why this connection is what it is. Most of the time it's going to be somebody that offers something that somebody else don't have. And that's that connection together. Like that don't make somebody a gold digger because, look, I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't fucking with no broke. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, it's just like, it's also knowing the value of self, right? And then also knowing what you expect, but then also not being able, not being afraid to work at it on your own too. But it's just an empress, you know what I'm saying? When it's in your lifestyle, you got this connection with source, and there's so much on your mind, and so much on your plate with the mental and spiritual aspect of things, right? And this is only source being your husband or whatever in that energy until you actually do get an earthly or a kingdom husband in the 3D. for some of us that will end up doing that. So it's like you handling things with him, he working you out, straightening you out, cleaning you up, and everything like this. So it's a lot of time that you got to put into, I feel like that. And I feel like if anybody, I mean, I don't know why people, well, maybe because they're not having the same experience. No shade or no pun intended. I'm just saying. Um, it's a lot. And it can look like not a lot to another motherfucker, but it's a lot. I mean, some of us even still continue on in our sleep, in the sleep realm. You see what I'm saying? But I feel like some people are trying to tamper with that realm and turn some of us, again, especially when it comes to celibacy, because it's almost like whatever we don't do in real life, tucked away in your subconscious is that part, right? So maybe even this is an instance where somebody sees you in real life and they think, oh, they're boring with this or that, or somebody's spying on you or watching you and they think this, right? But it's just not the right situation, and that's probably why it's like that. But then again, they may deal with you in your subconscious or in your sleep, you know what I'm saying, or something like this, and it may be something totally different. You see what I'm saying? Things that you would not regularly do, or with a doppelganger or another version of you. Okay. I feel like this is what the ruach or the wisdom energy or that energy has have to deal with all along, because she's battling with source. She's, you know what I'm saying? She's dealing with him, with that entity or that energy of God. Okay. Even if we want to say that it's a mother God or a father, you know, she's dealing with them or that, right? And then she's also with the ancestors and shit like that. And she's also maybe have extra gifts and be dealing with those who have crossed over. And then also, you know what I'm saying? She's trying to balance relationships. And then she also has this telepathic or this other kind of communication with other energies. So it's 24 hours a day. It's just like that song. She wake up, you know, it's another Levert song about, you know, the mistreatment of women or whatever. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's talking about like she up, you know, early or whatever, working 24 hours a day, because we don't know that there's a part, like I said, when it comes to our energy, there's a part of it that it doesn't stop. So there's parts of it I feel that are keep on going on in the background behind the scenes, you know, that we of shit we may not even remember or realize or know. You know what I'm saying? So it's I don't know. I think it's kind of just like weird to explain it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like somebody's gonna get it. But I think it has to do with like that sensory energy, or even going into the ninth or 12th, or these other ethers that people, or using these other sensors or senses that, you know, we don't normally tap into because we're limited with the way that we've been trained or educated. And you know, I feel like that's just what we're talking about here. But I just can't stand that. The thing that gets me about the finances, and again, some of these people are the ones that have already gotten inheritances and shit like that or whatever, so maybe they can talk. But again, some of us, I feel like this is where Source is teaching some of us a lesson. Because you might find a woman that ain't got shit and she will take less from you or want less from you when it comes to finances and all this extra shit than a woman that got a lot, that's damn near probably in debt because she's trying to keep a lot, and that's going to end up bringing your ass into debt even further. You see what I'm saying? So even when that energy, that while I was reading that, I was like, why is it telling me like a masculine is actually running themselves dry trying to keep up with a bitch that maybe swallows or maybe do some shit that his, you know what I'm saying? Why not do that and share that with your wife? You know, this is just, again, this is not my current, we don't have to take this as my current situation. This is just a general, I mean, I feel like that's what my messages are. They're just general. It's just told through my mind's eye, just like everybody else is doing. Okay. So and it's about problem solution. You know, I think we deal a lot with problem, reaction, solution when it comes to these governing forces creating these acts or these things here as well. But I'm just saying, it's just like that's the part that I don't understand about people not opening up. Like just even me in the past, and now I'm just like, man, it's an open book. I ain't got shit to hide. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like, you know, I had to go through something. I had to go through something, something, self-reliance, self-love, something here. Okay. And again, as much as I talk about some of these masculines and these feminines, some of the toxic things that have happened, some of that, like I said, whatever they do, whatever they throw this way makes me stronger. So I can't be mad about that. The only thing I could be mad about is people exploiting people's body or going following people into private places like bathrooms and bringing that information out, because some of us would never do no shit like that. But it's like somebody's trying to force you into a lifestyle or something like that. And some people might want to do that just with their husband and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just a thing. It's just a thing. I don't think nobody outside without your knowledge should be able to record you in the privacy of your own home or your bedroom or your bathroom. That's just, it's a problem for me to think that this is what some of these people may be doing. Okay. I don't know. I mean, I guess we could think that God is always watching, so you might think that, okay, he might have seen your ass naked or something once. But I'm just saying, when it gets in the hands of others, it's to me, that shit is, that's when I'm gonna be ready to, we'll slow down. That's when, you know what I'm saying, you see what I'm saying? You be ready to, I'm telling you, that sends me through the roof, especially when we're talking about homes and stuff like that where children may be. Okay. So again, I think that some of what we offer or have to offer has been hidden from some of these people, right? So that they can go ahead and pass you by, and that'll be saving you some kind of something in the future here. Okay? Because I'd rather just, yeah. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying, like getting even caught up into certain things, like, you know what I'm saying, when you get like, maybe you get like salary or you get a contract or you get something, you get like advancement on payment or something like that. You know, all that stuff is very fucking dangerous, man, because it leads you to have to depend on whatever that is you were doing or whatever, something like this, in order to, you know, if you're not, I'm guessing if you're not like an entrepreneur or something like that. So it's almost like you're never advancing. You're always going to be in the, like in the, somebody's always going to kind of like have you by the balls. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's just a way of just seeing things. Like, I'm not no business coach or no shit like that, or no financial advisor or nothing like that. But it's just the way that I've always seen it. So even if I did get it, because I used to be mad, like, why didn't tell us about credit in high school? Why didn't tell, why our parents was just, you know, they'd be like, don't get pregnant, don't be out there doing this and that. But nobody said nothing about credit and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, or like how to balance a checkbook. You know what I'm saying? I learned that in business class in high school, but, you know, it wasn't important or whatever for us to, you know, back growing up in the 90s, being a teenager or whatever. That wasn't stuff that nobody talked about. But it's like people should be able to do whatever the hell they want to do. I'm not telling nobody what they should and shouldn't do. All I'm saying is, I don't think we think about some of these things here. Because even, you know, and then you get into a certain lifestyle and then it just accumulates and then you realize that, you know, and I don't know. But I ain't never been in that lifestyle, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I try to look at things, always look at things from the outside looking in, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how we got on this subject. Oh yeah, it was about finances, because a lot of people are trying to shame some of these feminines or whatever because they don't have. But again, some of us are already in empress fucking status. You know what I'm saying? Some of us already, and in my case, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, you have been able to, you know, in this situation, be very abundant for the people our age in our situation. You know what I'm saying? You know, I think this was also, in a sense, I feel like when these masculines kind of show that, you know, they found a relationship that seemed to be good on the outside, or people were probably telling them that she thinks she perfect and she all that. But again, I used to be always like, girl, no, you don't know, you know, when people would say stuff about, because I never liked compliments and shit like that. I never, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, girl, please, no, you don't even know. It's hard. It's you know, and things like that. I had to learn how to not do that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's kind of like, you know, but then it don't matter if you say that or not. People always going to say, because you might live in a certain situation or have certain things, they're going to automatically still think that you think you're something. Just because your relationship is still together, they're going to think that you think your relationship is all that. Nobody was never even saying that. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I've been always very humble. But again, it's a lot of things that I do feel like for our age bracket and stuff, when everything was fine, you know what I'm saying, that with one person working, like we was doing good, like better than motherfuckers that got two people. Do you see what I'm saying? Like that, from being resourceful and being this kind of way or whatever. But like I said, something has happened lately. All right. And that's all I'm saying. And I'm not like, this is not even, this is like, people don't mind when they put your bad side, or they put stuff about you on display. And that's what I'm saying about this whole energy. My journey is just differently. My situation is just different here. Okay, as a targeted being or individual or something like this, they don't mind exploiting you, whatever. But then you talk too much when you start saying shit that actually makes sense. The parts that they left out, that they didn't want nobody to hear about you, to let you know that you got you in your right mind. Actually, you more in your right mind, and you probably know more about being able to rebuild and do all this shit than the people that's actually doing the job. You see what I'm saying? Because you're not trying to make it too difficult with all these codes and all this other shit. You know, it's just a simple way of going back to basics and then building up from there. And people are afraid of that. They want to advance and go forward. You see, because we didn't already, this Apple shit, we didn't already bit the apple. Okay? Just saying. But is that a good or a bad thing? Like I said, I mean, it's almost like, somebody knows that, if you do that, then you're going to be just like God. So again, like that's what I'm saying. So for some reason, I was having this odd conversation with myself today about, should I be getting an iPhone? And now I'm thinking, well, damn, if I got an Android and they already been sealing people, or they've been already, messing with your retina through these cameras and shit that's on here. You know what I'm saying? Then you already an Android. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's why you feel left out, because everybody else is, you know what I'm saying, an iPhoner or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I be thinking like weird stuff like that, because I do think this. I think also when we talk about the different antidotes, the 3 different antidotes, that have been changed. People have been altered. Period. All right. And so I was just thinking, well, damn, and what if I had, because I got 2 phones, I'm thinking, well, what if one was this and one was that? You know what I'm saying? Would I be a hybrid? You know what I'm saying? It's like weird stuff like that I'll be thinking. That's just my like tripping out, on my natural high shit. Um, but anyways, what was I gonna say? Okay, what was I talking about? What was we talking about? Because we supposed to be talking about the damn laptop here. But that's all I was saying. Okay. Because I feel like a lot of things, people are trying to center everything. Like if we talking about spirituality, why do people like to tie in people's financial birth? And then a lot of us, like I said, have been targeted. That's another reason why I feel like I was supposed to tell my story. You know what I'm saying? And then there's other things again that may have been messed up. Well, not prior to this, but after going through stagnancy and everything when it comes to the businesses, and kind of giving up hope a little bit, because somebody's messing around with your platforms and your online stores and stuff like this, your algorithm. You know what I'm saying? But getting back to it now, realizing, okay, now if I start getting these orders in, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm starting to get back on top of getting my orders out, because I would be like, usually I'll have my stuff out in like within, I think it's like 5 days or 7 days that I have, but I will get it out within 24 to 48 hours. And now, you know what I'm saying, because everything been stagnant, when the order straggles in and I have to start the machine up and everything, it's because I just, like whatever. So I feel like now I'm getting back like, okay, today I was like, okay, that's 2 orders. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, let's get them shipped out or whatever. So it's kind of like, but also letting me know that don't do that no more. You know what I'm saying? You got to get back on your shit. It don't matter if one order is coming in, if it's one a year or whatever, So again, and that's what I'm saying about like just even constructive criticism, even coming from myself. I think that some of us are really hard on ourselves. I know that I can be sometimes, and sometimes I can be very stalemate and very stagnant. But again, it's almost like I'm not waiting for orders of what to do, but it's just like, I know that in my situation, really, it may be different. That when it comes to this kingdom husband shit, or whatever is going to be happening for me, whether it's staying or going, when it comes to this situation, for me, being so far behind and being done the way that I think it has been done, directly to the Empress or Emperor energy overload, I feel like for me, with the sources, it's your turn to be spoiled a little bit. Fuck that. Don't feel bad about it. And I'm not even talking about financially. I'm talking about somebody that knows that you need help in this particular area and doesn't mind doing that because they care about you, because they love you and they want to see you excel. They want to help you out of a situation. Like, who the fuck look at somebody at a distance that they care about or they love and let them. So again, that let me know that can't be no real shit. or they'll nudge you in this direction or nudge you in that direction, but they won't nudge you in the really thing that's going to go ahead and accelerate you. Like I think, what if these people, instead of doing the shit they've been doing for the past 2 years, what if they did something else to show me something, to open up my eyes or my mind to something else that would help, propel me or something like this, right? Because I know that they didn't want to waste their time, because they knew that I wasn't going to be able to do shit because I was under some type of judgment, or I was under, and it's not even from God. It's from these people on this earth that are afraid of what's to come. Once Source go ahead and put certain of us in position. That's what it is. It's nothing more and nothing less. All right. And then when you have these people on earth that are trying to judge through tarot and trying to judge through all this other shit, when they come at you, it's to make you feel some kind of way. So this is not Source, right? This is whoever's paying these people in most of these situations, or whoever has allowed these people to get into your Akashic record or into your fucking information. And so now they feel a little bit lofty that they can try to tell you about yourself, because they see you already where you are. And again, a lot of these people want to be in competition with you, where you're going, who you're going there with, and what you're going to get when the fuck you get there. Low key. But they feel lofty because they have something over the Empress, because while the Empress is worrying about running a fucking nation and manifesting shit that's going to change the world, they get to worry about other things. Okay? And I'm not even going to point the things out. I'm just saying. They don't have to hold that weight. And then answer the Source. We all do have to answer the Source, though, when you got a message as a messenger or somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we do have to deal with that pressure sometimes, when you don't want to do it, and then it's just like something gnawing at you or whatever, and you just can't, so that's just a natural thing, I feel like, when it comes to somebody that's, particularly, I guess, gifted or whatever. But again, I don't know. It's just what it is. Nobody should be judging nobody about nothing, but I don't like when people that say don't judge nobody, but they judge people because whatever they think they're judging them for is legit, that they could judge them for that. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like, again, in this energy, when it comes to royal heirs, the way that they do dowry and they do all these other things, right? And like in custom, I don't know if they still do it or whatever. And pretty sure in some customs they do. I think in India and stuff like that they do. Philippines and stuff like that they do. Okay. But some of this stuff was just hustle mentality to get some shit out of somebody. I mean, just to be honest with you, I'm just saying. I think, but again, nobody can knock it that this is what people do. All right. This is what they were taught. This is what they were trained to do. Okay. But my thing is just like that. You could have, like I said, you could have a female or a male that look like money, smoney. Smell like money, spend money, all this other stuff. But it can also be the thing that takes you down. And you can find another motherfucker that just really ain't, a kid. Look, I know that whatever I'm going to do moving forward here is going to be very abundant financially and everything like this. It's just in my situation, because of where I've been and what I've been through, Source is giving me an opportunity to link up with somebody that might or have some information or some intel that I need in order to grow. It seems like I've been sitting here and I have all these ideas and want to do these things and travel and everything. And it just so happens that, you know what I'm saying? Maybe this mate is not. So again, it had made me look at this whole thing and everything and say, you know what? I don't want to hold on to this person. If this person wants to be happy and move on or whatever. But I also don't want us to end everything and rip everything apart because somebody wants to see us both alone and broken off because they want to break down a kingdom. You see what I'm saying? And that they use this attack to break down a kingdom, use somebody as bait or something to break down a kingdom. But then part of me is saying, well, if you really think about your situation, are both of you holding each other together or holding each other back at this point? Fuck if you was okay before. Now, since y'all went through this transition, what is it now? And then with this situation, it's a little bit more different because there's this weird thing that happened, like I said, with what I feel like we dealing with different entities all together here. You see what I'm saying? Like some of us may have these secret sides to us that we've been used as pawns in a game with, or our parents were, or it's a group of us that are something. It makes me think about like X-Men or Descendants, that children's movie or whatever. It's something here. And yeah, something was done to some of these star seeds or something to make them different or make them like they are or something like this. This was not this was a some type of possible something that happened. Some type of, I about to say treatment. No, that's not the word. Experiment. I'm just gonna tell it how it is. But again, I'm just talking. I'm just talking because I feel like that bothers me because it's also these women's way of trying to, it's again target the empress, because most of the time again it's going to be probably like an at-home mom or somebody like that that may work part-time or something. They may not be on their grind, they may not be single, you know what I'm saying? So again, what woman is not going, if you could keep a balanced if you can hold it down at home, and everything is okay with just one who, like, even we think about the problems that started with it in our communities is when the moms had to go to work. You see what I'm saying? So who, like, I think my mom used to tell me, who in their right mind would want to go doing anything or whatever, you know what I'm saying, if you got it like this. But you see, but in my mind's eye, I have goal, I had goals 20 years ago, and I wanted to leave and vacate and be a photographer and do it was all these things I wanted to do or whatever. I wanted to get out of hometown so bad, but the masculine wasn't ready to leave. My soulmate or my husband wasn't ready to leave. And I would just dream about all these things I wanted to do or whatever. And then I slowed down and became a mom and just was all mom and all day and just chilling and not really, just bonbons and you know what I'm saying? Like, I've gone through my levels or whatever when it comes to this, but I've never lost sight of those things. And so, I feel like now I had an opportunity to hop off into something else now, whether it be a companionship or something. It's about a purpose though. And that little extra something that I may be looking for in a partner that could push me over that something. Like, it's not like I couldn't do it myself because I've done it before. You see what I'm saying? But it's just good when you got somebody, you know what I'm saying, that can maybe understand, or they do that too, or something like that. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay. And so that's what it is. So it's almost like source is giving an ultimatum. Do you want to just stay like this or whatever and everything? But then it's almost like somebody just waiting for me to move out the way, die or something like this. And this motherfucker gonna do this anyways with somebody else, because I feel like there's something hidden behind the scenes. But it's like, why couldn't you do it with me? I have and matter of fact, the bitch that you going to wanna be, she may not want to be me, but somebody's building her up to be me. You see what I'm saying? So what is you talking about? You see, like, this is the part I don't get. But it's also to make you feel like it's something wrong with you and that you're not good enough and you're not worthy enough. And we're going to actually show it and rub it and put it in your face. And it don't get to me. Because my God made me different, I guess. Yes, the shit burn in your chest, hurt a little bit. You might have to squeeze to cry out and all this other shit. But at the end of the day, it's not going to stop me from thinking that way. And I feel like that's because the ancestors knew that this is the tactics that they used on people for so long. So they put these extra little things in there to make sure that those are not going to be, it might be something that be your fall, but it ain't going to be that. You may come off cold to a motherfucker, but it ain't gonna be the regular way that they can get somebody that might be sitting more in their feminine energy. So we got to go ahead and toughen you up. So I don't know, and I feel like I'd like to do things like this and speak like this sometimes to make it relatable, because I know how lonely it is to feel like other people don't feel like you or don't see like you or they always judging you or they don't understand you or understand you. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, that's why I feel like I talk and might give off a little bit too much information sometimes, but I'm not trying to, but I'm just saying, I feel like, again, all eyes on me are fucking ready. I don't have no privacy already. You know, see what I'm saying? And I feel like actually that might have been broken and I might be going back to getting my privacy back. But somebody wants to get me to do something so that these people can put me back into this prison kind of mentality or something like this. Or this. Yeah. Because I told you some of us been in prison, but we didn't go to jail. You just been imprisoned in a way, or reserved, or maybe even some preserved, in a way where limited functions or actions or limited knowledge or limited something here. So, so yeah, let's just not, dwell on that and not get it twisted, because either we talking about spirituality or we talking about money. You see what I'm saying? You can't. That's like having two gods, loving one and hating one. You see what I'm saying? Mm. 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 Because obviously it's like a matchmaker thing. Oh, this, she got this and he got that, or he got that and she got that. Okay, cool. Yeah, once they get together, don't even trip. You see what I'm saying? But somebody have you, somebody that's a big spender, and somebody that, again, would look like money, again, like I said, would have you feel like to look at another girl and be like, oh, look, that bitch bummy, she dusty, she whatever, because she's not worried about, you know what I'm saying? There's more to life than what that is that you even see with your fucking eyes. That makes me feel really good on the inside, where I don't feel like I have to be putting nobody down, or I don't feel like I got to point out that, or point out, how broke somebody is. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like that, even if I'm broke, or if I ain't got no food to put in my fucking mouth or something that day, or whatever it is. It's just not my thing. But when I hear people do it, it's my thing to not judge it, but also clarify some shit, is all I'm saying. Because a lot of these people have been put on or given money or finances from corrupt individuals sometimes to get in the positions that they're in. And then what does that make them? What does that make them? It's almost like that energy of everybody got a deal and I did it without one. So where everybody's being subdued, and this is why I feel like this energy that I carry with my ancestors, the women in my family in the past, about that subdued shit. That's why they real skeptical. That's why they had to put the extra works in here. Because they know the tricks and trades of kings and emperors and powerful men. They have had to deal with them. That's maybe why I'm more drawn to and attracted to powerful men or influential men. Because I'm supposed to be that way as well. You see what I'm saying? And not that I have to grab onto their coattail, but it's just like, again, we may have something paired up together that is going to be very powerful. Doesn't hurt to have beauty and all these other things too. You don't think also with trying to fit into the society that some of these women don't already feel bad about not being with it, or feel bad about their family using them as a cash cow, or keeping them out of inheritances and shit to keep them in a certain situation. That's why some of these masculines was sent to some of us. And also to maybe even help us get it back, so that then, you know what I'm saying, it will be more abundance then. You see what I'm saying? That's just it, I feel, you know? So, anyways, why did we just go on that whole rant? I'm gonna stop, okay? And we're gonna go ahead and talk about the laptop, because that's what we came here for. And I just can't help that I just end up running my mouth like that. So let's talk about the laptop, all right? I'm gonna go ahead and stop this video right here. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, I'll call it like rant and realization or some shit like that. Or wake, realize, and rise. That's one of my favorite little hashtags I used to use. So again, I feel like that's just what it is. A lot of it is some of us are the whole entire package and then some. But again, nobody will ever know if they don't, look beyond something, or even value you when it comes to what you bring to the table in the 3D, not only what it is, but maybe some of these people can only deal with us in a 5D or in another dimension, or, in a certain way. Because I feel like some of us are given a choice to resonate with source or energy in the likeness of. And then I feel like some of us are going to have someone that we can be side by side with. And I feel like somebody's trying to take my opportunity away. I'm hearing chrome hearts or elastic hearts. Somebody trying to take my opportunity away to have somebody next to me. They want to keep a surveilling energy on me. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to be watched, or like some animal or something like this on a farm. They don't want me to have a actual individual come in. You see, I feel like that's a major part of this as well. Somebody want to show you about you want to be celibate. Okay, this is where it's going to get you. But it's not even that. There's work to do in relationships. There's work to do to mend things. A lot of us have been under some type of, some physical, okay, but some emotional, psychological, and other kind of attacks. And it's going to take some time, you know what I'm saying, for some of us to, but you never know. You never know. You never know. You might get something better than what you thought you had in the first fucking place. So at the end of the day, I'm just saying, it's a lot when it goes to this. And I'm saying I'm looking at this because there have to be that many people are not going through the same experiences. This must be a small group of elect that are going through this. And that would like to pair with each other or speak to each other or come together. It's been torturous almost to not have someone that can talk when I want to talk. I feel like these people can come talk to me or even come visit me in some type of way here. And I don't even know I'm communicating with them, because it's kind of like that kind of Argus, like eyes, like not eyes everywhere, but like intel something connections everywhere. So again, it's like a hub or something like that. But when it comes to information only, not contact, but information. All right. So, just made me think about something. Yeah, that made me think about something, but we're going to just stop right there. All right, y'all. Take care.